Most people don't realize how normal this once was. For decades, Americans lived with a simple expectation. If you worked hard, stayed loyal, and did what was asked of you, life would hold together. Not perfectly, not lavishly, but steadily. A job that paid the bills, a home you could keep, a future that felt predictable. Then something changed. Not with a crash, not with a single headline, but quietly. In 2026, more than 1 million middle-class jobs disappeared without the usual warning signs. No sudden panic, no dramatic recession announcement, just a steady stream of layoffs, restructuring notices, and efficiency improvements. And what made this moment feel different was not only the number of jobs lost, it was why they were lost. This did not feel like a downturn. It felt like replacement. Across the country, people began asking the same question in private. Could my job be next? For the first time, layoffs were happening even at companies that were profitable, growing, and widely considered safe. That is the pattern that matters. Retail giants started cutting not cashiers, but planners and logistics staff, the quiet, well-paid professionals who keep systems running. When grocery bills rise faster than wages, people do not stop eating, but they do buy less. And when less moves through the system, fewer people are needed to manage it. The same logic shows up in technology. Companies that once promised long careers now quietly admit that the tools they built can replace the people who built them. Software writes software. Systems test themselves. Tasks that once required teams now run automatically, day and night, without rest. What hurts most isn't being fired. It's realizing the system no longer needs you. No one is angry. No one is blaming workers. Experience hasn't lost its value because it is wrong. It has lost value because it is slower and more expensive than code. Loyalty doesn't fail because it is meaningless, but because it no longer fits the math. That logic doesn't stay inside tech companies. It spreads. Logistics firms invest billions in automation while cutting stable, union-protected jobs. Airlines reduce engineering and safety roles while insisting everything remains under control. Car manufacturers scale back the very future jobs people believed would be untouchable because consumers simply can't afford the future being built. As jobs disappear, something else weakens quietly. The places built around those jobs. Some communities can absorb shocks. They have savings, diverse industries, and room to maneuver. Others don't. When layoffs hit regions dependent on manufacturing, tourism, energy, or shipping, the damage compounds. Spending drops. Local businesses suffer. Tax revenue shrinks. Public services weaken, exactly when people need them most. This is how economic pressure turns into social strain. It doesn't arrive dramatically. It shows up as slower hiring, closed storefronts, delayed repairs, families moving away. Over time, the ground erodes beneath communities that were already stretched thin. And this is where today's economy reveals its most uncomfortable truth. The companies making these cuts aren't necessarily failing. Many are succeeding. They are rewarded for doing more with fewer people. Investors applaud it. Markets reinforce it. Efficiency becomes the highest virtue, even when stability, experience, and safety quietly lose ground. No villains are required, just incentives. That is why this moment feels different from past transitions. Previous shifts unfolded over generations. People had time. Children grew into new industries. Towns slowly reinvented themselves. This shift is happening in years. A 50-year-old professional can't retrain overnight. A community built around one employer can't pivot instantly. And a system that values speed above all else does not wait for people to catch up. So what does this look like right now? It looks like households cutting back quietly, downgrading plans, delaying purchases, letting online carts sit unbought. It looks like companies calling it transformation, while workers feel something closer to loss. It looks like states with limited reserves facing hard choices with very little margin for error. The economy is becoming more productive and less dependent on human labor. That contradiction sits at the center of everything. This is not about fear. And it is not about blame. It is about understanding that the old assumptions no longer hold the way they once did. The promise was simple: work hard, stay loyal, and you will be okay. That promise is not disappearing all at once. It is being rewritten quietly. And the most important question now is not whether that is fair. It is whether we recognize it in time. These changes do not happen all at once. They unfold quietly over time, often without much notice. Understanding them is not about fear or blame. It is about seeing the world as it is today. I hope you found this video interesting. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you would like to explore more of how everyday life is quietly changed, you are welcome to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.